after 8 minutes of cooking, you take them out of the oven, bring them to the stove, just double check if they're nicely cooked, and they're beautiful, and drain the liquid, the cooking liquid, into a mousseline, which you're going to use for your sauce. Now, switch off your oven, put it back so it can be kept in the heat. Oven off, and the salt can be kept nice and hot. And the juice has been drained into a pan for the final reduction. So I've got my reduction now, which has been reduced to 1/3. That's the cooking liquor. So I'm now ready for the finish up of my sauce. This is the time where I should add the double cream.
What are you doing?
What are you doing there?
I come to watch. I come to finish it.
I was going to say, it is finished.
It needs the finishing touch.
Would you mind?
It needs the finishing touch of the master.
Shall we do it together then?
So we will add the cream
Yes.
into the liquor.
And you've got to let it boil for 3 minutes.
For 3 minutes.
I think you can pour it all together. I don't like very much the way you sneeze it to an aesthetically finish the whole lot. Anyway, I've got all the little garnish ready for you.
Lovely.
You may would like a spoon.
Bit of salt.
It's a lovely sauce. I like the color of it. You're right. Well, after all, I've done almost all the work.
No. The sauce is the most important part of the dish.
Can I give you the...
Yeah.
Yes, the scallops.
Fine.
For a light poaching. Here we go. All the scallop, the little corail in it.
As you can see, the sauce just cover the spoon.
Oysters. Don't plunge the mousseline into the sauce. Don't let it boil, just lightly
It's
push.
terribly important that it mustn't boil, otherwise it becomes very, very chewy.
Exactly. And then last, of course, the mussels that have been cooked.
They have been cooked. Mussel with cider. I'm going to let you know a little secret of mine. You can keep your lobster, you can keep all your seafood, give me mussel, night and day. It is my favorite dish from the sea. So we're going to do the mussel au cidre. First, you have cleaned your mussel properly. You have your butter, shallots. The shallots are going to be sweated, and I mean sweated, no color, for about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. The cider will be added to it, and then you will reduce the cider by half of the quantity which you have put in the saucepan. You will add your cream and the thyme, and then you will bring it gently to the boil. When all that is boiling gently, you will add your mussel into the pan, shake it very vigorously 2-3 times during cooking, which should take 3.5 minutes. After that is done, your mussel should be nicely open. You have a calendar in front of you, and the mussels are drained into the calendar to recuperate the juice. The juice is added to the saucepan to be further reduced. Take your mussel, open them up. It takes about 20 of them per person. When I go and see my mother, who lives in Brittany, I know that the first meal when I arrive there will be the mussel, cooked exactly like that. But the one we have in Brittany are the moule bouchot, which are very tiny, extremely fat little mussel, and extremely clean. There's very little cleaning to be done with those. So you have arranged your mussel on the plate. Total magic of television, the sauce appeared. You have your butter. You bring your sauce to the bowl. You add your butter gently into it. Keep on whisking it. It is very much a dish which has a low cost bearing. Obviously, the most costly part of it is the cream and your butter. Certainly by the seaside in France, you can get mussel. You can feed a family of 4 for no more than £1. Get a lot of mussel for £1. The butter has been mixed. As you can see, the sauce is nice and fluffy.
What's happening now? What's happening?
I'm making my mussel.
Well, you're talking about the family. That's why I'm coming.
I see.
Yes.
And then you take your sauce
Oh, what have you been doing
and
there?
pour it gently
But that's,
onto the mussel.
that's not the way we eat the mussels in the family.
Ah, no, but that's the way you serve it at the restaurant.
Yes, but that's sophisticated. That's how we eat the mussels
Well,
in the family. In
and
a big
then
dish like that.
you sprinkle your
Pour
chive.
them on the top
Ah,
and the sauce on it.
that's at all,
And then a
yes.
bowl, an empty bowl, and
An
we get
empty
rid
bowl,
of the shell.
that's
there.
right, and some bread
That's
to
how
dip
you like
in.
it. That's how Mummy is cooking
Oh,
them
that's
for
how
us.
Mummy wouldn't do that like that.
Okay, so you
No,
cook
no.
them like that, perfect in the restaurant, but let's keep it that way for the family. In a big dish,
I couldn't
in the
agree
middle.
more.
Good,
Absolutely.
good. Now I'm going to make a sauce nantua.
I love sauce nantua.
You like
Any
it as a soup?
leftovers, I make a soup with it.
Well, let's have a look at it as either as a sauce or as a soup then. Crayfish head, that's the main ingredient you need to crush them. Then you've got little mushroom, sliced mushroom, whitefish trimming, little shallots or small onions will do, finely chopped, and then butter, just to sweat those ingredients. Then you need the cognac to flambe, a little cayenne to flavor and spices your sauce, fresh tarragon chopped, and butter to finish your sauce when the sauce has been cooked. White wine, which is going to be used into the sauce, fish stock, of course, always the stock, it's must, double cream,
It's chopped tarragon.
chopped tarragon,
Yes,
yes.
not tarragon chopped.
Not tarragon
Yes,
chopped.
right.
Now, the mortar is a must. You must have a little mortar,
Pesto.
a little pesto, and you crush your heads into it. I can crush yours too. Now, you've got that lovely
Won't give you a
puree,
chance for that.
and then you've got that lovely little pan. Sweat into the pan those ingredients, the butter, the little mushroom, the shallots, and the little head which have been crushed. And then you get that lovely little mixing which have been cooked for about 10 minutes, almost roast, lovely color. Give me the
You
cognac,
ready?
please. I'm ready.
Pull your head away.
Yes. Look at that. Now, you've got to be careful when you flambe.
Yeah, you get your head singed.
Yes. Now, what you can do is, if you're not used to it, it's to have a lid. So you cover it quickly to cut the oxygen if you want
and
it.
kill the flame.
That's lovely. You see, you've got a nice puree now. Now it's time, logically, with the white wine, and to let it reduce with, let me just go through gently. Boy.
Okay,
You're
fine.
so fast. You're quick on your work. And then the fish, those little pieces of fish should go in, white fish, and the white wine, and then you reduce it for a few minutes. And then you add, when it has been done that way, you add your fish stock. There we are. Your cream. If you can put the cream, Albert. That's it. And the tarragon, and of course, a
The
little
paprika.
cayenne.
Cayenne,
Then you
yeah.
let it cook, and then you've got that lovely sauce, which you can see the texture, and it goes to the liquidizer through a sieve, and then that's the finished product. Of course, you let it cook for around half an hour. And let's have a look at the texture. This is the beauty about that sauce, the sauce nantua, is that you use all the leftover. You can have crayfish head, trimming in a deep freeze.
In the freezer,
Nothing
absolutely.
is, we don't lose anything in a restaurant. And the other thing is that, look at that, it goes
looks
beautifully
beautiful.
well, that sauce, with crayfish or langoustine.
Yep. That looks
And if
beautiful.
you can't find shallots, it's important to remind people that a
Sweet
mild
onion.
onion, sweet
Yep,
onion will do
sweet
beautifully
onion
well.
should be fine.
time to go now. Au revoir. And
happy cooking.